Hello, everybody.
Oh, that was loud. Hello.
Welcome to season 36 League Championship. I'm Truffles.
Hello, I will be commentating alongside her for this championship final match in which we have Alms develop in the first one. Hopefully no one has a 5-2, yes. It would be quite one-sided. So what are you looking at here on this board where you have no buy? No. Only gains and develop.
Yeah, I'd probably open something like. Oh,
The 5 side.
the 5 isn't even that great.
Alright, so
I
my hot
think
take is I'm playing rebuild cargo ship money. That's my hot take.
that's not even crazy. I think you do want to build a little bit because I think maybe cursing from idle might get
Eh.
a little bit annoying. There
Slow
is
cursing doesn't
Crypt.
hurt rebuild much. Like, crypt
That's true.
sucks.
Crypt is not really great here. I mean, it's one way to kind of trash, I suppose, especially if you are sitting inside the cargo ship, but it's not
I
great.
mean, let's say you don't do the rebuild, then you do what? You want to probably play with develop, and then your gains are develop, and what are you doing? You're single provincing. The cursing isn't even good because
No, I don't
it
think
doesn't even
so.
hurt the rebuild much. So you're playing some trade money variant, presumably. So it's not even clear you would play with develop. Probably you wouldn't. Probably you would just do double cargo ship into a trade on turn 4. So you hope for turn 3 cargo ship, set something aside turn 3 with cargo, then trade turn 4, I guess is what you're going for if you're not
I
doing
don't
rebuild.
think trade inspires me that much on a rebuild board. Like, it's not like silvers do that much, and I don't really need the like. I mean, estates don't hurt the rebuild deck.
Well, the money deck is certainly competitive to some degree, depending on how your early shuffles line up. If you get a nice 2 estate trade in, I'd rather play the money deck.
That's fair.
Like here, I
Um,
would probably set aside a lost city, and then next turn I get a guaranteed trade onto a state, setting aside a silver even in the process.
I think I would still just take the rebuild here as RTT.
None of them open double cargo ship, and both of them get the turn 3 5 coins cargo ship. Wow, that's.
Yeah, I think cargo ship is one of those cards where it's like incredibly strong.
But let's say you take the lost city. You play the lost city. You have a kind of silver 4 coppers, 2 estates, so you would be able to trade the 2 estates, and then presumably get to province quite a bit. I don't know. I think it's a bit
It's
better
it's
than
a
rebuild.
close call to me. I
Like, what do you
think
do now on this hand? Is my main concern.
I think you just alms for.
I guess you
I
could
think
be
I would
Mikechike and
take
hit double
border
five.
border
Yeah, it's probably
guard.
border guard.
Yeah,
It could
because it's.
be shanty down, but man, the cargo ship really doesn't like that.
I don't like the shanty town. I
Second
like
cargo ship
the
is fine
border.
too.
I still like the border guards just because like you just need to find your rebuilds. It's not
So
really.
Mikechike has had literally the perfect shuffle.
I mean, it would have
Wow.
been nicer. Wow,
No,
that's
there was
nice.
nothing nicer, right? It was a perfectly clean shuffle hitting double five. Like, what else can you possibly have better than that? And now,
Well, he's gonna get to hit 5 again, which is pretty bonkers.
do you take
This,
do you take third rebuild or duchy?
I take third rebuild, I
Yeah.
think, just
Well,
because
the
like
thing is, there are 2 states in there. Well, duchy estate. Sorry, it was duchy estate in there. So you have the problem where you could have had the issue where you draw duchy estate, in which case you don't have a target for both of the rebuilds. And even now you have the problem where you sort of don't really want to buy a state, but I guess you're gonna have to buy a state. 2 duchies left. You hope that not both of them are gone.
I think I
Yeah.
think you have to name. He has an estate left, right? I think you name
No, he
Duchy
has
there
no
instead
state
of.
left. He has a
He
province.
does.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, he doesn't.
Look at
Okay,
the point score. He has a province and
right.
a duchy in a discard. Well, I guess the duchy is now in the deck again, but and the duchy in hand. Yeah. Alright, so he doesn't buy the estate. Well, there's still a duchy gonna be. Well, he definitely buy duchy here is RTT. You don't sit out aside because you don't really want it in your hand.
Well, it appeared on, yeah.
Yeah, I usually don't buy a state, I know, but for my check, I could have seen it because it would have paid off him. Well, could have paid off, I guess. The problem is if the duchies are gone, then the estate is in the deck forever and gets in the way of all of your rebuilds. So
Yeah, I don't think it's worth it.
definitely unhappy about it in that case. I think you just buy border guards at this point. Like you don't care
Yeah,
about price
nothing.
points. You just want to hit your rebuilds.
I don't see Vagrant either, because actually drawing the green to your hand is not even
Well,
great.
border guard seems just better.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice hand for Mikechike.
Is it? Is it? He has 2 provinces in there and no other green. Why is this a nice hand?
Oh,
It doesn't seem like a nice hand to me at all.
I think I'm failing at tracking. So is it just provinces in his deck? He
Yes.
has no duchies?
No. He has no duchies. I'm pretty sure it's no
He
duchy.
has he has one.
He didn't buy a green card, right? So far.
Doesn't he have one duchy in there? No?
No. Well, look at the point score. The point score is 15, so after the duchy in hand it has to be 12. So we know he has at least one province. So it's either 2 duchies or one more province. It's definitely not two
So
duchies, so it has to be the
so
province.
it's two provinces and a duchy.
Well,
So
the duchy
that
in
is
hand, yes, though. So you have no rebuild target to upgrade. I mean, you can mill 2 provinces, and that tends to be good. Give it duchy.
yeah, I kind of like that. Actually, wait, does it even do
Oh.
anything?
Well, it removes the duchy from the pile, which
But your
prevents
opponent.
RTT from buying duchy.
Oh, I see. Well, yeah, I guess RTT has that one estate.
I'm not sure if it's better than. Oh, right, he did buy the estate last turn. Sorry, I messed up.
So it is just better to do that.
Well, not necessarily, because this cleans out the shuffle, and the other line doesn't. Right, this doesn't leave a bad top deck, so you're more likely to find these rebuilds again. So it's definitely not clearly better to do the duchy play, but I think I would have preferred it too. So
I
there's.
think it's just better because then RTT's deck is going to be able to trip on the estate.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree that it would have been better.
So as RTT,
You win.
yes.
Ooh, you can get the horn. That's nice.
The horn is really nice on this deck.
So you name province here, surely, with the rebuild you take.
Wait, don't you have a duchy in there?
Yes, that's why you name province.
Oh, yes, okay.
Oh, does he? Apparently he didn't have a province in there anyway. Okay.
No, I mean like he just saw the duchy first. Like
Yeah, but the duchy was in a discard and didn't know he had another duchy on top and not another province. You don't want to hit your province, right? I think there was a province in there, so I'm surprised by the name, but maybe I'm
I mean
mistriking.
there's only 3 cards left in his discard, right? Because his first rebuild triggered a shuffle and discarded some provinces into his discard. And then by that time there was only like 3 cards on left in his deck.
I mean, I'm sure he
Yeah.
tracked it better. Anyway, Mike is lost, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't actually think there's anything.
I don't think this is stupid rebuild. I actually think this game was decided by decisions, not by randomness.
Yes.
Because I think Mikechike had a much better shuffle.
Yes.
So I definitely think
There
this
was
was
a
about decisions, not about.
there were some micro optimizations that Mikechike didn't do that RTT did. For example, I thought the play Marcus had suggested was actually pretty valuable.
I mean, mostly I think he shouldn't have bought the third rebuild over the duchy.
Right.
Like you need to get a green card. In like usually it's duchy. You don't just play with your starting green. That's not enough. Especially if you have
So
cargo ship setting aside the rebuild.
that's GG. So that's 1-0 for RTT.
Yeah, I thought that. Oh right, RT is the underdog. I see.
Yes. So RTT needs to win at least 3.5 games. Actually,
No,
so he has to
4.
win 4 games
Yeah.
to clinch the title. I think for the past 2 or maybe 4 seasons, RTT has been in every single championship match, and has not won any of them. So maybe
Yep.
this is RTT season
Ooh,
36.
he gets to play with captain.
Nice. Oh wow, they have captain at 200. Oh, okay, never mind. I realized that Mikechike doesn't have a like list, I think.
I think he
So it
doesn't
would have been
have a
nice to
list at
see.
all, honestly.
Yeah.
This looks like
Yeah. I
one
think the
person only.
only card that Mikechike has on his ban list is possession. Um so what do you do here?
Well, I see KC and Chariot
You see,
Race and Tragic
yeah.
Hero. Definitely built to
Me
some degree. Mm,
there's decent trashing, like Spice Merchant is decent as trashing. Um So I think it's just Silver Spice Merchant.
yeah, I agree.
Um, the two is kind of sad, but that
Is
also means
it?
he has
I'm happy.
no. It has that means he has decent odds of hitting six, which is captain. Wow, that's
Wasn't he
now.
guaranteed to hit six unless Silver and Spice Merchant both bottom deck? That was the only case he doesn't hit six, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he's not guaranteed to hit
I
six.
mean, sure. It's 1 in 21 he gotta fail. Okay.
Is it 1 in 21 given
Well, 2 and
the
7 times 1 in 6, which is 1 in 21. Anyway, hitting captain is really nice. Do you play
for
this
sure?
ever as rats? No, you don't ever want rats, right? No.
No, I mean you're just essentially replacing estates with.
Well, which is better for races? So you
It
do
is.
it eventually, I think, but it's low
I
on the
don't think you
priority.
ever have time to.
You just have to play one captain as rats for it.
Sure, but I mean, will you ever feel like
Well, it's not like
playing it
it's
as rats over a chariot race, though?
well, we're probably getting to a point where we're almost drawing deck like next turn, so you have the time, and there's not really much else to do anyway. I mean, you can tag spam, but that's not that exciting. This hero doesn't blow up,
This doesn't blow up, no.
which is good. Honestly, I don't know. No, you'd rather have it blow up here, I think, and you would just rebuy hero.
Yeah, that's the other thing why I don't really see it as playing rats, even though they're drawing deck, is because I think they also need a little bit of economy.
I mean, what else do you play this captain as? The chariot race is not that much better than a rat's. Like, it has to flip something for you to win for it to actually be better.
I don't think Vagrant is worth having in your deck here.
Right, estates are better for vagrants.
Sure,
For
but
what
then
it's
they're
worth.
also low cost cards
For
in your
race,
deck.
yes. I still rather have rats. So you don't even play the spice merchant, surely. You just play the hero. Which again doesn't pump.
Yeah, the Vagrant is just not great. I think their cantrips, maybe they draw some estates, but it doesn't seem very inspiring. And I think the loss from chariot races is going to be
Well, they are good with
bad.
KC to some degree if you don't have something KCable in hand, but it will become negative for that regard as well.
So RTT is having a hard time hitting
Hitting
his card.
six.
Yeah.
He played.
And
Yeah, I agree, Marcus. It's weird that he kills so much economy. As Mikechike, I would play it as rats here. I do want to just
well, the good
get
thing
over
about
with it.
playing it as rats is that I think that gives enough cards for your tragic hero to pop.
No, it doesn't.
Well, you add a card to
No,
your
it's card neutral from the captain.
right.
Cherry Race allows you to pop, which probably is positive. Yeah, so I guess Cherry Race is still better. But no, they fit bottom legs. Oh man. Quite some sad draws for both of them, honestly.
I think Mikechike's draws have still been better.
I mean, you don't even really want to buy the Tragic here right now, timing wise. You have one on top and you have no village this turn. But I suppose you just still do it. Alright, you have a Tragic here on top as Mikechike, so you should win the next race at least. Yay. And RTT gets a
Oh
Tragic
my
hero to
god, does not
gold.
hit 6 again.
At least he got a gold. He should
It's
hit
just
6
like,
here.
it's just been really unfortunate, I think.
Silver on top. So you're not winning another race, so you might as well just play it as rats, in my opinion.
I mean, he could reveal Spice Merchant.
Okay, fair. Oh, these are sad turns.
Yeah. So if RTT hits 6, does he take
Oh, it's sevens.
sorry. Does he take Captain or
No
KC was
way.
gonna be my
Definitely
question.
KC.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we still have. Ooh, we haven't stayed at top. Surprised we still have 20 reds in the pile.
I'm not that surprised about it, I think.
So you play Spice Merchant first, I assume. Well, do you ever use it for coin buy? Maybe you use it for coin buy. Actually, you guarantee a chariot race win here, so I guess you take that.
Yeah.
Oh, you guarantee. Okay, you're not guaranteeing 2 wins. I guess you might as well
I
just play
mean,
the
he
race
doesn't
here.
have a copper down there. It's a silver, so you're
Yeah,
guaranteed this
right.
chariot race win anyways.
That's nice. I guess you just kill the copper, draw the gold.
Yeah. And this should be
Well, KC
KC.
chariot race, I assume.
Yeah. I'm not really liking these vagrants in the deck though. I agree that it is a KC target, but
Well, the main thing it does is it allows you to get a tragic hero pop early without having to have a captain in play if you get the estate from the vagrant,
I
which
just,
has some
I
value at
guess
least.
so.
Oh, this is sad,
I
man.
think.
This stupid vagrant now. Really wish it wasn't there.
Oh, but he reveals an estate on top.
Wow, that's a depressing turn. Are we
Oh, he's
really
not
killing
gonna.
the gold? Wow. Okay, that
I
really worked. Did it work out? It's only. Oh no, it actually is 2 golds. Okay. So that was lucky to find the KC like that. I don't think it's right, but
yeah. Well, I I don't know how I feel about that play.
I don't like it much. It definitely
Does
worked
he
out.
have?
Ooh. Man, this is so sad. You
I
know you
think
have a
his
KC.
draws have been just very, very bad. Like almost depressing. I think. I think you Casey the Chariot Race. I think. Well, you
Nah, he just
play
KC the
the.
captain, right?
I don't
Wait,
really
why
like
do we do it
casing the
first?
captain.
I do. 'Cause then your next turn is gonna be great as well. You don't need KC to
I
line
mean, he
up.
doesn't have any more tragic heroes, does he?
So you just buy 2 here.
I mean, I would have preferred keeping the casing for next turn, but
You have another one in there. Do you really have so many actions that you need to KC and rather just making sure my next turn is going to be great with KC captain in play?
I mean, like, I don't know.
So are you buying tragic hero captain or double captain here?
Well, he has no tragic heroes, right?
Well, you definitely buy 1. Do you buy 2? Is the question.
No, I think I'd probably buy tragic hero captain.
I mean, the nice thing is you will get around to your captain if you buy it. You will be able to play it. So you guarantee that the turn after the next is going to be pretty decent. Alright, he does KC Chariot Race, which I absolutely hate.
I don't like that play very much.
I should be more diplomatic, I was told. I don't like that play because now you don't have a buy. You don't want to keep blowing up these silvers. Like, killing my tragic hero for 3 golds and 3 buys and 9 draw. Ooh, yeah. Please.
Well, yeah, I don't know if maybe he counted his deck. Oh my god, RTT has a copper on top. He has like 2 coppers in his whole deck, and he hasn't been able to line up any of his KCs,
Oh
but
man,
like hits
this is
hit 6
rough.
until like turn 11.
All these races winning.
Oh my god, it's just so depressing.
And imagine if we had some buys to use this. Oh
Like
well.
it's Mikechike has 15 VP from races. RTT has 0. It's just really sad. I feel really bad for RTT. I think this is really unfortunate for him.
I think I prefer KC Hero over Double Hero.
Yeah. I mean, your deck is small anyways that you don't really need.
Okay. Well, it's sort of Sandro.
Oh my god, top deck's a copper. He's gonna dud again. No, no,
Oh.
RTT.
And he draws the KC dead. Oh man. This is rough. This is really rough.
He's gonna top deck an estate, I think. Knowing
It's not really
RTT's.
how it
Oh man.
works. Do you captain a spice merchant? I think you have to. Well, I guess you can try and. Okay,
Well, you have to
yeah,
draw on
you
him
might as well do the
first.
races first, correct? Yeah. Alright, find the KC chariot race. You can do it. I believe in. Oh, okay. Then this race. Just don't find this state here. Oh, this
Well,
stupid vagrant. Hey, you get there. Now you can play this as a race. So we will see the chariot races pile, which will make captains a little more sad.
I mean, the game is actually really close to
Yeah, just
piling.
ending.
I think RTT's
Um,
just there's I just actually don't even see a way RTT can come back.
there's also the rats pile out, which doesn't require any rats in your deck. Hey, I said it before I read Levin Spawn's comment. I swear. Oh, you just played this race, right? Twice.
Yeah.
I assume. You don't want to stay in there, so Vagrant is pointless. Alright, so you don't even get these heroes to blow up in any case. Okay. That's reasonable.
That was just really sad.
Yeah, it was a series of interesting draws for RTT. Let's call it interesting.
I don't think it's just really sad. I think really sad. Like I'm just depressed now.
Anyway, we have Page and Doctor. I don't typically like the Page Doctor open on 3/4s. I mean, if you open
I
Page,
I still think I open Page Doctor.
I mean, you
I think the
can't even
odds of you.
trash, right? Because it's not
Why?
peasant. Well, if you trash, the Page triggers the shuffle, and what have you really gained? It's not
I mean,
peasant. With peasant, it's so much nicer than with Page.
sure, but I do think the early trashing and getting down to a thin deck, even though it triggers a bad shuffle, is worth it
I would rather just buy a
because
secret passage as RTT. It's Mikechike, I just take a turn 1 Doctor, I think. Yeah, I just take the turn 1 Doctor as Mikechike.
isn't the turn 1 Doctor just worse at triggering a shuffle than the turn 2 Doctor?
No. What? You could see the Doctor turn 2, for example. You're guaranteed to see turn 3, and then turn 3 triggers the shuffle. If you don't like, if you see turn 2, great. If you don't see turn 2, you see turn 3, which means the Doctor triggers the shuffle with the page in it, which is amazing. So it's just better, basically.
I think I still like, even on 3/4, I still like opening Page Doctor.
I mean, the Doctor is nice, that's for sure. So you name
So
Copper
what do
here,
you
right? I mean, there's only one estate
over?
there. So you name Copper. You just want to trash.
There's oh, as Mikechike, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
As RTT,
It's
what do you
RT, you
name?
name estate.
I mean,
Right.
there's 3 coppers and 2 estates in there, right? So you still name Copper.
No, I name estate.
Really? Why?
Because I care about economy. I don't think it's all about trashing. I do care about my economy to some degree. I don't want to go. I want to hit 5. I want to get that replays at some point. I want to get some stuff. I don't think you completely ignore economy for cycling a little faster.
I mean, you do have treasure hunters to gain economy, right? So,
Wait, are we putting that silver in the shuffle? I guess we are.
well, you also put the treasure hunter in the shuffle. I
Well,
don't think I would take the
he didn't
ace of
play the
hearts.
page, so he didn't trigger the shuffle at all.
Yeah. So you're putting both the silver and the.
Well, I was thinking we would play the page either way,
Oh, I see.
but he disagrees, which I guess is fine.
I like replays now.
I like a coin. I really want a coin. I think it's
Well, I want a
about time.
coin over.
Oh.
Sorry for Mikechike. For
Yeah.
RTT,
Okay.
I would have liked the coin over the hound last turn.
Okay.
For both of them actually. I just don't think you'll actually get to play this hound for a long time.
Okay, so this warrior of Mikechike doesn't even kill anything substantial.
Ooh, but it. Why would you get Academy?
He did not set aside the hound, which means he wants the hound in the shuffle, which
I don't want the hound in the
hound
shuffle
in the
because you
shuffle.
can't play it.
I mean, you could play it. Oh, he did set it aside? Ah, oh wow, the log is very confusing to some degree there. But yeah, reading would help. He did set it aside, sorry, my bad. He still gets Academy, despite being on hero and having it in the short next shuffle.
And then to regrets it?
Yeah, I agree with regretting it. I was thinking about doctoring, but I don't actually know what's on top.
Not that.
Looks like a lot of garbage.
Oh, this is kind of nice. I still want a coin over the hounds. Like I get that they want to hoard the hounds, but then you're also kind of giving up your turns.
Well,
like this hound is just sad.
Imagine if you had a coin down. Wouldn't it be nice?
Yeah, I think it's just sad. Playing the hound was bizarre. I agree with that, and also just I know again like I don't think the hound split is that important.
What the heck is a hound split anyway?
I think that's what I think they're going for, right? Because they haven't taken any coins, and then every like 2 or whatever, they're just trying to buy these hounds. Hound split is lab split, but right now, like
I also don't care about a lab split. You know, that's not really how this game is gonna be decided in my opinion.
Isn't it just better to play the horse traders and?
Well, he wanted the horse trader to react for the extra cycling, I suppose.
I guess.
Which makes some sense at least.
That makes sense.
And these secret passages are also not doing a lot.
I understand that the hound split is a thing, right? But you're still overturned.
I don't think it's a thing at all.
Well, it is a thing because they are labs. And by the end of the game, I expect the hounds to have piled because it is a
sure they will pile, but I don't give high priority to getting them, especially before I have my hero at least in my bag. I'm not buying a hound.
That's what I was getting at before you interrupted me. I was just saying that like I think they should have taken an early coin now because they're just so over terminal at this point that like it's just the hounds are kind of just like a states in your deck.
I mean, I'm just looking at this board and I'm seeing a rather fast stuff that doesn't even double province with just replacing stuff, and then I don't think this board is ever getting to the point where you're terribly consistent or having terribly amazing turns. You just play some fast-ish replays champion money, whatever the heck that is. And I don't think the hound split or whatever that is supposed to be really matters in that.
It does matter because it is kind of the only draw.
I mean, they are good cards. I don't think draw is that important, is my point.
Yeah, They are important. They're not important early game. Like I wouldn't buy hounds just to be able to hoard them, but
Did we
I
trash
think they
Copro Estate for what purpose? Uh, I guess
for
so.
doctrine maybe.
If you draw that, you can horse trader to estates and then doctor them. I don't hate the Faithful Hound. I never said. I just don't think I give it high priority early. It's not me hating it.
No, I do. I agree. I don't. I wouldn't give it a high priority early because you're just it slows down your deck a significant amount because you aren't able to play these hounds, and the deck that gets moving faster and gets champion in play can just kind of snowball and then replace all their coppers into hounds. So I mean, you do try to build to a deck that kind of doubles, I guess, because
No,
if I
I
mean
don't.
you are able to double here. I wouldn't be surprised because
Sure,
you do have
but I'm not
golds from
building.
heroes and replays.
I'm just getting a replays and I'm pounding those provinces. Like, I'm not trying to build a good deck here. The draw is simply too weak, the deck is simply too inconsistent. I have no reason that I see why I would try and build a good deck. I get good cards, and then I province fast, and I'm probably just gonna single a bunch.
So you are you saying you
I
wouldn't touch
province
the
here.
hounds at all? Well,
Of
yeah, I
course I
think
get the hounds. I get it like of course I get hounds. I just don't try and build a good deck. That means I don't care that much about trashing early. I name a state instead of copper because I care about my economy because I want to hit the replays and I want to get a coin and then just play them. That means I get a good deck state earlier that doesn't try to go super thin and then build back up because I don't think the build up is that great. Like my analysis of the board stops and isn't I'm going to build this amazing deck that has amazing turns. I'm just going to build a deck that semi-consistently does replays and province. And that affects how I play my early turns as well. And especially that affects that I don't get early hounds to that degree that they are getting them. Alright, lots of talking.
no, I agree to what you say, but I guess like the things that had like confused me was like I guess the reference to the hound split. Every pile must go. Sounds fun. Cost reductions. Oh, that is a cute Black Friday theme, like cost reductions and like pile outs. Um,
So he still doesn't have a champion play. So
wait. Oh, that's really sad.
I guess you
Well,
have to turn the state into passage.
to be fair, he drew his hero dead
Yeah,
because of a
hound play.
hound play. That was a little bit
Like
greedy.
here, I do buy the hound. I respect the split quotation marks enough for that at this point. Okay,
Replace a state into like secret passage.
no, I do not. I very much do not. I want to replace my gold into a province or something to that. Well, maybe it's too early. I also mostly want a second
Replace.
hero.
Mm.
I want my warrior to be a hero because I want those golds.
He is keeping these estates. I guess he's either RTT is either considering like estates being the better replays target or not sure. I mean, replays on the board generally does speed up the turn count significantly because it's an easy way to mill, and it's also like without champion on the board, curses are also like generally a target or pile. Um, and again, like I do really like these hounds. I agree with you that like the
I
early
mean, it
hounds
doesn't
don't
matter
matter.
if you're this far ahead. Sure, you can do whatever the heck you want. It's turn
Yeah.
12. Like, I expect provinces to be at 3 by now at most.
Well, it's also because like if you look at Mikechike's deck, he was extremely over terminaled, or not extremely, but
Well,
very over
neither of them
terminaled.
got the coin, so one of them drew their hero dead, and from there it was dead. because
Yeah.
they had nothing to possibly balance the extra terminals for another shuffle. This isn't Page games. That you can't blame Page for this when they refuse to get either Academy or Coin and then get punished for taking a risk. Like this wasn't Warrior trashing Warrior. That's when you get to, in my opinion, get to complain about
Frag.
Warrior.
Okay, I think they're in a different table now.
Yeah, I don't see it yet. Waiting for RTT to join it, but okay, you're at a table. Do we have first player settings correct?
So I think it's our. No, it should be Mikechike first now. This is game 4.
Yeah, it should be Mikechike first. RTT's leading 2-1.
Yeah. So there's no village on this board. So
No.
I think your terminal. It's not clear to me what your terminal is. I think your terminal has to be Haunted Woods. I mean, Artificer kind of does help with the top decking aspect of like green cards.
I'm not building
It'd either
again.
be Haunted Woods or Treasurer. Yeah, I don't think building is correct. I mean,
I
you're
mean,
never
I
gonna
do
draw
get
a deck.
Finn. Right? I do still open Ratcatcher. I do still open Ratcatcher Salvager, presumably. And, well, depends where the pouch is. If the pouch is in my phone, I just buy double Ratcatcher Silver.
Yeah.
And then I do try to get Finn. I do get an Artificer. I do get some museum stuff, but mostly my terminal I think is Treasurer. I do get a Raider.
Yeah. Raider is one of those cards that I feel like looks really good on this. Well, do you get a Raider? Why?
Because it's museum. I want one Raider.
I mean,
It does get wrecked
because,
if you get. Yeah, sure. If you play against someone who plays Woods, you can't do it.
yeah.
I don't expect anyone to play with Woods, is I guess my point.
I mean, you do kind of have to work
I don't
with
think the
like.
Woods hurt that much in a deck that has at least one Artificer. And
Are you gonna be like you're not gonna guarantee drawing these artificers, right? Unless you buy a
no,
bunch.
but you're also not gonna have that much green, given you get rid of your starting estates easily.
I mean,
And you,
I think I do get a treasurer. I don't. I do eventually do. I do eventually play with woods here. I think.
I would not. Okay. I mean, both of them have the incredibly nice open of double right catcher still, which is a lot better than right catcher salvager. So no, definitely no tracker there. You don't want tracker in your deck. Tracker is a terrible terminal to have on a board like this where you have no village. Alright, so this is just treasurer for me.
Treasurer.
Like
Yeah.
I'm never getting that woods, but maybe I'm completely wrong about that.
I think I don't know if there's time for it, but at some point I do feel like I might want to transition to woods as my terminal.
Well, I'm not sure the late woods is better than a late treasurer, because late key is really good. I don't want my opponent to have it. No, you don't want the second treasure, that's true. So if you want the second terminal, you get the woods, yes. If your deck is not thin enough and you want the second terminal, yes, the second terminal is woods. I agree.
Well, yeah,
Or
my first five
salvager,
is
but I guess it would be woods.
my first 5 is treasurer, but I do think I would get a woods at some point. I mean, you're kind of it's almost like a little bit inevitable that you're gonna get a woods because it's both a decent card and also because of museum. Um, so
I mean, here by artifice, I don't buy my second terminal.
yeah.
And this is probably a gold or raider. Sure.
Ooh.
I actually prefer the raider. Yeah.
Over gold.
Yeah.
Hmm. I think I would have preferred the gold. I might pick up a raider at some point, but I think I still prefer the gold.
I still don't want the woods even if my opponent has raider. I mean, you take the key because you want to hit gold here, I think. I mean, you could trash and take the artifice, so I'm fine with that line. Okay, he does take that line.
Well, he
sure.
doesn't have an artificer now yet, so I think it's fine.
I mean, it also doesn't do much. It's just a peddler. It's not like the one does anything until they play with woods and you have green, right?
I think I agree with Cable Sapien.
Wait, what are we doing here? We don't want a free red catcher on top? Wait, right, there's wall and it gets in the way of existing red catchers. So, yeah, good call. What did K say? I think I want K regardless. I mean, it's reasonable. Again, my second terminal is a haunted woods as well. I just don't know if I ever want one. Probably I want one at some point, but nothing else in museum. You could buy it here. Like I don't hate if you buy haunted woods here. It's fine. I'd rather get the
I
artificer,
prefer.
but
So, do you play this
this is what. Yes, I triggered a
Artificer
shuffle.
here? But then you're.
I'm being misquoted here. Oh man, the hound. It's still haunting me.
Take gold now. Could be Haunted Woods. Could be
Well,
Artificer. I think any of
you're
those
way
three.
too thin for a second terminal. Like, why will you want a second terminal in this deck?
Well, I named 3 cards. Only one of which was terminal. I don't mind the Haunted Woods.
I very much mind the Haunted Woods timing right now because you're triggering the shuffle now, which means you have 2 terminals and half your deck is not in like already in your hand. So the odds of them colliding is very high unless you draw one instantly from one of these draws, which I guess isn't that unlikely. I don't know. I'm really not that high on the Haunted Woods here. Alright, do you take the key here or not?
I think I probably would prefer trashing, given wall on the board. If there wasn't wall, I would have taken the key.
I mean, you're gonna get rid of the copper eventually, so I don't think wall.
I don't really like these more than one reader on this board.
Well, yeah, I agree. I also only want one raider. You don't want to encourage the Haunted Woods too much, and it's mostly for museum anyway, so.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, also almost every game is gonna look different depending on starting seed, right? That's why it often doesn't make sense to think about a kingdom before you see your first truffles. So, double gold? Or do you province already?
Yeah, I could see province. I don't think I like the salvager that much.
Seems like you don't really have anything to salvage, and you don't want to buy. Because you already have pouch and you don't produce that much money.
Pouch.
So what is
I think I would have
salvager
preferred like Province Silver or like Artificer Haunted Woods. Again, yeah, I like these Haunted Woods.
And the salvager is great.
Salvager just seems really awkward now. It is 2-1 E Moffat.
Yeah. Well, Mikechike only needs to win 1.5. But ignoring ties, yes. That's not a great wins gift. But not a terrible one either.
Seems pretty good. You get to play your Raider still, and you get to hit.
Well, the tracker didn't draw that.
Oh, I'm surprised he got a tracker.
Yeah. I'm surprised by it too. Yeah, and you shouldn't play the pouch. You want to discard something good.
Yeah.
I agree. Top card's a canter, right? Yeah, it's not official. Okay. So he does get to 8 here. Ooh, that rate hurts.
Yeah.
A lot.
And now yeah.
Wow. I guess you have you have a raider in play. 3, 6. You don't have the key though. Wow, do you have to discard the raider here? Just did
I
8?
think so.
Okay,
Oh,
it doesn't. I
I
mean,
mean, he could take copper.
great on a wallboard.
These salvagers and treasurers really like each other.
I mean,
Thank you.
that is
Bye.
very likely in this deck. With how the shuffles have turned out, collision of them is almost guaranteed. Next
I don't
shuffle they
think
won't
it's
guarantee. Like next shuffle, no,
how. How is it guaranteed?
it's not guaranteed, but it's like 7 cards in there, 2 terminals in there. Is how most of these shuffles have been. So you're like almost guaranteed. Well, obviously not almost guaranteed. One of them could bottom deck, but if like
Well,
keep having seven
yes.
card stacks with 2 terminals in there, so you're very likely to collide. And it's very likely for decks like these to have exactly that happen. That's why I don't
Oh,
want a
he
second
tells me eight.
terminal.
I still don't think it's that likely. Almost guaranteed. I mean, it's almost
Well, with
guaranteed.
how
Like
the shuffles work out, I mean,
if you think of it in terms of like conditional
yeah, conditional
probability, where
probability,
like
obviously.
yeah, but the probability of like both of them colliding is like
Well,
less than
assuming
50%.
what? Assuming a clean shuffle, sure, but none of these shuffles are usually clean.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Because these decks don't draw themselves, and these decks don't draw usually to exactly the end of the deck. They often trigger mid-turn shuffles.
This tracker is gonna give him
Why was
something
it
like.
not red captured? Why was this tracker not red captured? I'm surprised.
I don't know. It's worth 1 point.
I suppose. Alright, museum. I guess it's yeah, sure. You don't red catch it then. Museum and wall. It's such a funky combo. Do you top deck anything here? Ever?
Could top deck a salvager. Doesn't make me very excited though.
Here's a player makes Lemon Spawn happy. You top deck a Navigator, draw with Red Catcher, play Navigator, and that hits 8. Bam!
But then you.
Trigger a horrible shuffle, but you played with Navigator, so win-win. You could just top deck a Silver and don't do that. Well, you don't want to play Navigator, it's just Museum, but it's not good. Don't do it. I just try to make you happy.
I like top decking salvager.
Sure, and then Province. Wait, I thought it's, but you always open it. Or way too often anyway. Don't you? I mean, you like opening it. I've seen you do it yesterday. I like topping salvage and provincing, yeah. I don't respect the double threat of RTT.
Well,
Yeah,
that's a nice spin.
not so sure if it was fine there. Oh, you can province duchy.
That's nice.
Duchy actually okay on a wallboard because of museum. Well, the first one. Only the first one.
Oh yeah, it's worth 4.
Yep. Yeah. Navigator is probably only card just like don't see merit in. I make
Are
every
you saying that?
I can
Are
make
you
every
saying?
other card work, but Navigator, nope. I just can't. I don't know. I might have it as my worst card. Well, okay, Feet of Stone and Transmute, obviously they are on cards. Do you red catch a copper?
Now, no, I duchy. I take the key and I duchy.
Yeah, I suppose.
I think that's the only reasonable play here.
Yeah. There's nothing in the trash.
Oh, ouch. I guess you toss Raider here? No, you can't, can you?
Well, why can't you?
Well, you're not gonna province this turn.
Yeah, so you want to play Raider. So toss Treasure seems bad, but necessary.
Yeah. Yeah, so you have to toss treasure.
Man, this raider hate. These raiders have been actually pretty fucking insane. Like these attacks have really hurt.
I mean, that's given the deck state now, since neither of them played with Haunted Woods.
I still don't think there was ever a time for it.
Perhaps. Yeah, I didn't like the second Raider from Mikechike. That I would have preferred a gold over the Raider at that point. Um,
You don't even want to artifice anything, right? Or do you
no,
want to
because of
artifice an
the
estate? Oh man.
that's 1 point, right?
No, because of museum, right? It's 2 points.
That's 2 points, right? Yeah, you take it, I think, because
So I
of
guess you do take it. I'm pretty sure they've trashed their starting estates at least. Yeah, they
they
have.
have.
So
So you take the estate and play your tracker.
yeah. The question is, do you buy it? Right.
Oh yeah, you might as well just. I mean, I guess maybe given the like, you can buy. Oh, that's nice. Curse is point neutral.
Yeah. Curse is point neutral. It's nice. Um, you don't want the silver, right? No.
I think he has one. Yeah. Oh wait. I just. I mean, the goal with top decking the estate is that if you hit a plus coin like boon, you could buy like you could buy like a salvager for museum points.
Yeah, it's a dodgy undo, but
It is dodgy.
I assume most people are fine with that one. So I'm not gonna.
No, I think it's reasonable. It's like I think it's an easy undo grant from my perspective.
Yeah, you definitely grant it. I'm not sure if I probably wouldn't have asked for it, but so you take the estate as RTT, I assume, as well, and do you province? Probably, right?
Would you consider taking tracker over estate though?
No,
I don't know if he has a.
I don't think I would.
I mean, it's one less point,
Yeah, I want that 1 point.
and then
I mean, you sure you should province there, in my opinion.
yeah,
What else are you gonna do? Are you gonna buy 2 point duchy, a 1 point haunted woods, a 1 point like just province?
yeah, he's even player two.
Yeah. RTT as a salvager. It actually is on top, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, he bought.
Uh, you have even have a salvager on top. So you're like, man.
No.
Uh, so as Mike, you just do the right thing in province, right?
Yeah.
Because you need one of those. Like you need, well, basically both of them anyway. So
Oh, I did not like that play. What do you even do as RTT? Do you pass? Goodbye 1 point tracker, I suppose.
you undo and buy province. That's the right play.
Oh, you can't do that now. Assuming a play that they can make.
Ah, sad. Um, yeah, I guess you pass because there's really nothing. Man, this salvager buy has been so bad. That's not worked out
Um,
at all.
no, well, you buy tracker as RTT, right?
Right, he doesn't have a tracker yet. Well, but what do you? How do you gain to? How do you get to the tracker money? Oh,
Well, he
key.
has a key.
The key. All right. So I guess you do it just buy the tracker. Yeah, you can buy an estate of trash an estate to buy an estate. That's exciting. It's, Why is that, Mike? Oh, he didn't province? Man! Killing
Well,
salvageable threats is the point because of museum. So you don't want to do that. They only have one copper each, so trashing their copper will lose a point.
they don't have one copper each.
Don't they?
Oh, they do.
They
They
do,
do.
because they're 12 star and copper's not 14.
Yeah, I think I would consider salvaging the raider here. Well, first you draw with artificer.
Do you?
Well, you can also no. You could salvage the artificer.
You could, yeah.
And then play raider and then province. That just seems better at hitting 8.
Yeah, well, we know it loses, but yeah, you do it.
I think, but you can't do that. Well, yeah, you can't do that because you know your opponent had a really bad turn last turn. So you know they're bound to have a good turn.
If you don't province, you have to province at some point, and there's nothing to be done if you don't really province. What else do you want to do? You want to do duchy and what? Hey, there's just nothing.
Well, he just loses now, right? This is
Yeah, he just loses.
in
Now.
hand.
I think I agree. Like the players, right? I think.
They should both lose. Can we bring back Marcus?
Well, maybe he should have won more A-League games if he says they should both lose, then he could make them both lose.
Well, Marcus has the highest, or tied for the highest number of consecutive A seasons, if I remembered correctly.
Yeah, he's tied with Steph, I think. Steph
Steph didn't demo. Oh, he just left league. That's okay. Just try it again. Like, just have to play 17 seasons. Right? It was at 17. It was something really long, I think.
Okay.
Knights. Yeah, I don't think it was a good gamble either for Cole. I would have gambled.
What was the alternative? So what do you do? Like,
I guess
you still lose to Okay, you duchy, you tie in points, you provinces, you still lose. Because you don't even beat province with province. So what is the alternative to buying that province? I just don't see it. Which means you have to province, in my opinion. No, there wasn't double duchy, he had 8 money.
Province plus curse. I don't really like the hideout opening, I think.
Curse is not point neutral, so that doesn't do anything.
We should probably talk about
Wait, why are we... Wait, what? Okay, so the reasoning, I guess, has to be that you need hideout to be a village for wars, so you don't want to trash too much early with a chapel.
No, but
man, no.
No, different hideout.
Wait. Is Crude playing or is Sif playing, or why are we skipping chapel? Oh man. Sorry, I meant Sif. Okay, I meant Sif. Sif skipped it.
It's not that bad.
Isn't it?
It's okay. It's Lemon says it's not that bad. It's pretty bad in my opinion, mainly because like if you wanted to gain stuff like gain food with hideout, you could just get an amulet. Like,
I mean, that also is terminal. So it's like half a terminal to enable to play one terminal.
Sure, but you give up a lot of deck control and consistency.
Mostly you give up a lot of night battles. I mean, you could argue going too thin makes knights hurt too much. Meh.
But you also see your knights more often if you have a better deck. I mean, you could also use Alk as draw, right? Alk Apothecary. Not so much Apothecary, but Alk is pretty good draw. That is like
fine. Night immune.
it's Night immune, which is
So who has the wolf? The RTT does, right?
RTT does. Do you guys silver here?
I think so. Oh, like aren't they just now doing whatever they would be doing with Chapel, except like a turn slower or something like a turn slower
Well, they have 2 amulets each.
instead of one Chapel? I mean, you do want amulet. Don't get me wrong, but I still think the Chapel is worthwhile. I still
Do you
think
get
it's
potion here?
no
I could
double
get
silver
it.
for me.
Wow, RTT agrees with me. I'm
Oh,
kidding. I don't really see getting double silver
why not? Silver's a good card
because
on this
oh, if
board, you know.
RTT wins this game, he wins the
Yeah,
championship.
again, I get a silver. And then I consider knight, but I probably go wolf.
Sir Michael's pretty painful here, but yeah. I like Michael.
It's fine, but timing wise, I think the like if you get to play the wolf, it's just so much better than the Michael would be.
Yeah.
And if you bottom deck, I'd rather have the Michael, sure, but wow, sad. I mean, there's certainly a lot of awkwardness involving hideout as you have any village here and gain
Yeah,
effects being
that's
awkward.
why I think you
But
have to play with Alchemist, and they're also night immune, which is quite nice, I think.
I mean,
I
you
think
do
what
get buys from the wolf, so you could just spend like a buy on hideout
I
playing
don't think
playing the
I
proper thing.
like the second hideout right now. Maybe it's fine actually, but yeah,
Especially if you have an hideout on top, right? I guess you also had the wolf on top.
Chapel.
No, I don't think I should do that there anymore. I mean, can we start getting these good cards in silvers? Like, they're actually pretty good right now. I kind of want them, a lot of them.
I think Mikechike is just planning on playing like Wharf Money,
Yeah, then you
given
also get
the
the silvers.
yeah he has been gaining
No,
silvers.
he's gained a coin that turn. See, now he's buying a silver. He just gained the silver. Guess what? It turned out to be the same.
I mean, yeah, it's the same, right?
Well, you can't know how much money he's gonna make that turn. What is this? This is 7 potion. You can make it 8 potion. You probably should make it 8 potion.
Yeah, I think I just take Alk Wharf here.
I think I would rather do Michael. You trash the card, you have a wolf in play, you buy another alchemist. I'd rather have the Michael.
Yeah, it's given. Oh, nice. Given that your opponent is not playing with Alk, I think it hurts them a little bit more. Um,
Bailey's second best knight here, yeah.
yeah. I don't think it compares with. Oh, he doesn't get to see either of his other wharves, I think.
Either if it's other wolves? Is it 4 wolves? I don't think it's 4 wolves.
Sorry, he has 3, I think.
Yeah, I think it's 3. 4 would be quite surprising. Here's a hideout down there as well with it.
So
Not
at least
sure what
that's
the other
kind of
card is.
nice.
Well, you click on knight twice, I assume. Yeah, you click on knight twice. That hand looks interesting.
Why?
3 wolves hideout amulet. I don't know. Doesn't seem like a great hand to me. Hey, at least you can discard 2 wolves. Well, you should discard wolf amulet and probably just play a blind hideout and hope for the best. It's all sad.
I think.
Silver. You don't want to trade these knights. I don't like trading these knights at all.
Why?
Because Bailey is better than Michael, right?
Is it?
Yeah, surely it's non-terminal.
It's more painful though.
Well, yeah, one attacks again, but I still rate Destry. Sorry, Bailey a lot higher. I think I kill the amulet. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you can block the first knight. You can't block.
Yeah, you would
the
just rebuild
second
the
and third.
first. Also, getting 7 alchemists against Knight is kind of hard because your potion shouldn't survive.
Yeah.
And once you
Yeah, so
lose
it
a
looks like
potion, you can't
Mikechike
upgrade
is
them.
just playing money, Worf. I think that's gonna lose to a deck with Elks.
I mean, mostly it's losing to a deck that's under control. The Alks are nice, but mostly it's one player has deck control, the other does not. My opinion,
Training
at
on
least.
Alchemist would be really nice, I think. I would rather train Alchemist than like I could even see training Alchemist here. It's not super crazy to
Fine.
me. Probably not necessary. Um, I mean, yeah, I think I would still. I
Does it seem
mean,
weird? I mean, it does seem weird in some sense that you now have a lot of terminals.
I
Yeah.
think Amulet has to gain silver here. He also chose not to play as Worf.
What are we doing with 7? Hideout Alk?
Well,
I guess that
well,
would
you're
be fine.
starting to lose food with
Hmm.
Hideout.
He's pretty over terminal. Not playing Wolf means you can't buy as many coppers. Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it just better to play a Worf and like buy a copper than to play an amulet to
Well, he
gain?
didn't gain the silver, right? He gained the coin.
Yeah.
I mean, Mike Jack has a lot more money, but it's just how does his deck progress is the problem.
I don't think. I don't
Like,
think.
you
I
probably
would
still need to get a
rather.
potion. I don't think you could skip it.
No, I don't think you can skip Alchemist here, and I don't think you.
I have lost
I
to
don't.
underestimating Wolf before. Maybe I'm once again doing that. Well, you buy the copper, presumably. Oh, okay, we don't buy the copper. I mean, Hideout Wolf can work to some degree. It's a lot more awkward than the Alchemist stuff, but yeah, it's definitely within the realms of possibility for me that that beats the Alch deck.
I mean, with training on the board, does it really beat the Alch deck?
I guess training helps the Alch deck a lot more
Yeah.
than training on Wolf Hideout. Probably would be
I mean,
training.
it's like a top deck treasury and like pathfinded scheme.
What?
I mean, I'm not wrong. Yeah. Well, I think you just play. You kill silver here, right? I don't think you kill potion.
Yeah,
But
what
like
are
the
you playing?
hesitation, the hasn't, the hesitation makes me think he's gonna trash potion.
I mean, he doesn't need more Alks. It's just he needs more payload.
Well, you train Elks this turn, I think. I think you just buy copper and train your Elks.
Probably. Hagler Copper? We don't have enough terminals? Let's add another one?
Wait, I don't like Hagler. Isn't I just feel like Alchemist is just better payload.
Well, I mostly want to training than Copper buy, but I'm very confused as to what the Hagler is trying to do in a deck that is tracking so hard for terminal space. This is great. This Hideout Wolf engine. Man, with Hagler games. It's probably working, honestly.
I mean,
Wolf keeps surprising you in just how busted it is. Well, it keeps surprising me sometimes.
I think both their decks are a little bit funky. I don't think you can really ignore Knights as Mikechike.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
don't want
think
to play more wolves. Oh, really? We are playing on. So how does Mikechike get payload? Because
with Hagar, I suppose you could train dwarves.
training doesn't give you a lot of. Well, I guess it gives you full payload if you play all hideouts, but you don't even want to play all hideouts. We're buying wolf? What?
I
What?
think he's denying
Uh,
dwarves. Oh, him and
Denying wolves.
oh, oh.
Oh, you gotta buy something for the hideouts.
I agree.
I'm not sure if you really want wolf, but you do have a lot of terminal space next turn because you
Yeah,
have
because
all these wolves in
yeah.
play. You have 4 wolves in play, and only 2 in the deck. Well, 3 now. So now he's capped at terminal space, which makes sense.
But I think I don't think Mikechike is in a good position because he played all of those cards, and then at the end of the day, his deck produced 8 economy.
Yeah, but his next turn is gonna be a lot better.
Sure, but you're still trashing coppers away. I still think RTT is in the better position if he
I don't.
does train alchemists.
I think they're roughly equal.
What happened to his knight? Oh, he
He
trashed Sir
trashed it with
Dashir.
hideout. Oof.
Oh,
Huh.
that's interesting, I think.
So right, I think. Wait. Okay,
With
province.
province?
Province not alright. No. No. What? No. Why? There's just no reason. Why would you province right now? Are you
I.
that afraid of piles?
What piles?
Wolf hideout amulet? I mean, it's not there. How can Hagler pile up trees? It's one Hagler. And you don't have
Not
a.
that much econ. I
Yeah,
don't know. I think these plays have been a little bit funky.
I'm not really disliking Mike Check plays. I think his plays have been fine the last turns.
Hmm. I think you can't get rid of your knight as RTT.
So what do you buy here?
I think he's just gonna province.
Oh, okay, what do you buy here? Because province is not on the table for me at all.
Well, I'm saying based on what I think he's gonna do, he's gonna province, and then he's probably gonna buy Wharf gain hideout, Hagler gain hideout,
Hagler I can
and then if
see.
and then
Wolf I
gain a few
cannot see.
coppers. I don't really see
Now
the
he's
wharf,
terribly
but
over terminal next turn. Well, one over terminal. That's not terribly,
well,
but yeah, I would have preferred a Hagler.
isn't he perfectly? Oh no,
No,
yeah,
he
he's one over
isn't.
turn.
I mean, that's fine to be a one over terminal. Ooh, wait, did RTT doesn't he have 2 hideouts?
Well, yes, at the bottom of his deck somewhere.
Wow.
Well, you have to play the wharf,
Yeah, and
and then
then
you
you shed a
try.
tear. Ah, Marcus, that's good. See this province at hand. Yes, good. Bad province. Bad province. At least he drew the potion. Yes, that he was guaranteed to draw.
Oh, he plays Hagler over Wharf.
So he really wants that double, apparently. Which means your next one is not doubling, so Magic can double, so the threat of double province isn't really a threat.
But like,
So
I was just gonna buy Elk and like
yeah, I mean,
Province.
I assume the reasoning is something along the lines of if I double, he can't double. But the thing is, you can't double next turn. So Mikechike doesn't play around you doubling anyway because you can't double. So really, he might still double. I guess he did gain 2 goals, but it seems really unlikely for him to.
It doesn't seem that unlikely.
I would not play around it, at least. I mean, you don't beat it anyway, so there's no point in playing around it in the first place. Wow. Okay. We're in that town here. Population Mikechike RTT, apparently.
Ah, Jesus. You got a province. Province train.
This is
A
sad.
hideout.
Yeah, he does play around doubling. Starting. That's one way of playing around.
This is all on purpose.
So, there's only one province, and then you don't even have a hackler in play. I guess you still train. Over dodgy.
Yeah, this game has been a little bit sad.
I mean, just those 2 turns for me. Well, you only trash 2 coppers, so I wouldn't buy 3 coppers.
Training doesn't do much now.
Yeah, it allows you to hit double profits next turn in case RTT doesn't hit double, I guess is the main thing. But that wouldn't do that much in the first place. Well, it would tie against Provindachi.
So hideout,
Oh,
assuming you draw gold. Okay, what do you trash? I think you trash amulet.
Yeah, I mean,
Is this double?
um,
9 plus 8. It's close. It's 1 coin short.
no, it's double.
Now it's double. You trash the amulet again because I still want to top deck these
Well,
out.
really?
Yeah. I think it's definitely worth. 9 plus 8 is it is. I'm not a math major. I thought double province cost 18, okay, and that's why I was like, it's 1 coin. It's 1 coin short. I apologize.
I mean, this is just game, right?
Yeah. Well, congratulations, RTT. I think.
I mean, I at least don't see how Mikechike would come back. He would need 4 provinces and a duchy. That seems... four duchies in a province to tie. And a tie wouldn't even do enough, right? No, it would do enough to not lose.
Oh my God, these hideouts. They're playing like hide and seek or something.
Ha.
They actually are hiding out. Get it?
Yeah. I do. It's a problem.
Well, congratulations to RTT. He finally, he's now league
Third-time
champion for
isn't he?
season 36, and he gets a shiny new role on Discord, which is, as we all know, the best possible prize. Well, yeah, I think he gets to be like a bright green color or something like that, and
Yeah, that sounds exciting.
that is very exciting. I would be very excited. Are they going to have a game 6?
Probably, right? At least historically, they've played the last game, even if it wasn't relevant. It's just speed mode then, usually.
It's surprising that Mikechike with 8 dwarves lost.
Yeah, you don't see that every day.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like, without context, it's kind of interesting.
I sure am glad they played this beautiful board.
I mean, RTT could just resign right now.
I think I would. I think I would be like, yep, nope.
So what do you open?
Spice
I think
Merchant,
Spice Merchant is
Vassal.
silver.
I'd rather have a Vassal.
The problem is that like buys are a little bit awkward, and Vassal is
At least as player
not
2 I
top
opened it
tier.
last. As player 1 I'm not sure if I do silver.
I think I'm one of those players that like vastly underestimates Vassal. Like I just don't really like building a Vassal stack. I can definitely see it working out, but I think I would just go with Spice Merchant Silver.
I mean, it's a safer line. I don't go with
What?
silver on the 4 though. That makes a little more sense.
Double Silver Open is I not that great, I think.
So Spice Merchant Silver is not terribly great at hitting 5, right? But
So have all of these games ended in provinces? I was really kind of hoping for a board where they would end on like piles because I think those are my favorite type of boards. Yeah.
it,
So all of them
well,
are.
one, well, two of them were like they were resigned, right? Two of them.
Oh, right.
So
Um, and then there was that like awful tragic hero board for RTT.
yeah, resigned before province, possibly. Well, which surely. Oh, we had a Skulk open. Hey, I get to hate on Skulk open. Yay. Skulk
Skull.
Sage, man. That's the open for when you know you're one already. That's like, wow, really?
I mean,
Hey, you can Sage the
wait,
Skulk
you buy Ghost down here, right? Because your sage is likely to find the witch. Well, it's guaranteed to find the witch, and
as
you
RTT, you mean?
probably yeah, and you're probably wanting to play the Skulk. I think I would still play the Skulk, and I
I
mean, I'm gonna want a
suppose
Ghost
it's
down
better than
anyways. It
anything
seems
else. Oh, you could find the gold though, right? Sage.
right.
But yeah,
Uh,
I still get the ghost on. I mean, you could also just draw either of them, then you definitely find the witch.
I think RTT is probably in like experimental mode. You know, like
Ah, experimental mode.
does Mike play Gate? So
Oh, sage or spice first. Okay, no, I would have not been able to guess that.
well, actually, yes. I think 2 days ago, I was spectating Mikechike play on the ladder, and he said he actually lives in Brooklyn, and he did not hear about the Truffle IT tournament.
Ooh.
So maybe like
Do you even play the
people in.
spice?
Oh, I don't think so.
Hmm. I mean, Mike Jack seems to be a chat listener because, or a VC listener because every time we say something, instantly after he's like, "Nope."
Well, Mikechike is in VC, just in League Chat too.
Ah.
Um,
So do you get the ghost on as well? Oh man, these
I get the
sieges.
Ghost Town. I think. Oh,
Oh
you
no,
do found
witch.
fine.
Ha! Curse.
That's like the witch. Anyways, so I think you just buy Ghost Town again here because you have a witch down there, and
Mm.
it's gonna trigger a shuffle anyways. And
I might
I
as
don't
well
know
buy
if
2 ghost stones.
yeah, I don't like the storyteller as
Storyteller.
much.
Storyteller is great on these kind of boards. You can play a lot of cards and end up with 2 economy. That's usually how this goes, isn't it?
I think so. I think one of the first tournament games I played, it was against Nasmith, and like I just completely neglected economy, and I was like, okay, well, storytellers draw, and then it was just like every turn I ended with 4 economy, and I was like, wow, this is depressing.
I feel like they're underdoing it on the ghost towns significantly.
For sure. I think on these boards I want a lot of ghost towns.
Also, a lot of less sages. Oh
Well,
man, that's such a beautiful, dreadful shuffle that you have to trigger. You just have to trigger
well,
it too. There's no
so well
choice. You have to trigger.
you're gonna top deck 4 bad cards. Thanks, Sage.
I mean, what else are you
Yeah.
doing there? It's not like you can use the Sage to clean out the shuffle at the end because you don't have 2 actions, so yeah, and you always have to
So
play the witch.
it's not even wrong, I think. Well, actually, if there was only 3 cards on top, you just play the.
Actually, it's the right order, I think. Well, we played the witch. We triggered the shuffle, right? I just triggered the shuffle at least. You top deck 4 bad cards to buy a ghost, and yes, but you curse. Cursing good.
I definitely agree that they're
Wow, more terminals, less, fewer ghost towns still. Wow.
I definitely think they're underplaying on these ghost towns. They're pretty good on this
Ooh, do you see
board,
this
given
great
that.
synergy with Sage and Spice Merchant? Sage skips copper, so your Spice Merchant doesn't have coppers to trash. Damn. That's what we like to see. Can we buy a ghost town? Hey, we
Yeah.
did
I
it.
mean, they're probably not playing
I
it
mean,
like.
obviously, I'm just mocking them in a foolish
Hey,
manner.
I asked you to be diplomatic during the match today.
The match is over. This is for fun.
Okay. Anyways, I think RTT is definitely in the better spot despite opening Skulk. Um, I think Mikechike is just underplaying it on these. Like here, I would probably
Take
take the.
coin. Okay.
No, he has a Skulk down there.
Okay. Yeah.
Probably just buy Ghost Town.
I have no idea what's on top,
He has a
but
silver, I think. He has. Oh no, he doesn't.
you can probably play the Sage, right?
He might want to actually top deck a copper.
Ooh, Plague hurts. Wow. Plague is actually the worst tax here, by far.
Oh, it doesn't get a Ghost Town.
Creed a lot less bad.
I'm actually just very surprised that Ghost Town right now is at 7.
Yeah, that probably shouldn't be the case.
Like, Storyteller and Sage do a good job of like clearing your shuffle and finding your ghost towns that like they're not even bad cards to draw, I think. Like you can actually get through a deck here.
Hey, Vault is good. Except for the part where it triggers a dreadful shuffle.
Or you can just province here.
I mean, you might as well, sort of. What else are you doing?
I mean, with Battlefield on the board, it's definitely like.
Ooh, that's a
Pretty
nice
good.
hand.
Oh, he doesn't even get to hit 3.
Oh man. Hey, we can play Storyteller, draw 6 cards to end our turn with 2 economy. Ah.
And I think.
Wait. Aw. 3 economy, sorry. Why would RTT resign?
RTT is in the better spot right now.
I'm not sure about that, but he's in an equally miserable spot, aren't they? How many curses? RTT has 6. That's probably not the better spot then. So.
Oh, that's true. So actually, my check has like a lot less stop cards, right?
Because he has curses, but
yeah, but one of his estates also turned into a curse.
we know we have a witch on top, and we're not doing Ghost Town. That's odd to me. Wow, that party really hurts. Discarding 2 curses. Ouch. Yeah, I just hate these kind of boards. Man, time to move into the end game. Our deck's too good. Time to buy estates. I mean, I guess you might actually here. Oh man,
That's reasonable.
This
What are the piles?
I mean, at this point, you have to ask yourself: is Spice Merchant even good on this board?
It is, I think.
And the answer is probably still yes, it is, because otherwise you just get chunked to death by the witch.
So I think in Mike Trike's position, he has less junk cards, right? He has 2 estates and 3 curses, so 5 stop cards plus the Spice Merchant. whereas RTT has 6 curses and 3 estates, so 9 stop cards plus a spice merchant, so 10 stop cards in total. So if Mikechike doesn't try to pile estates and start building, I think he can build to deck that provinces relatively consistently. There's no obvious third pile here, so I think you just have to suck it up and try to build to province.
The reason I would open Vassal is because it has the high roll opportunity of a turn. Well, a turn earlier shuffle with the Witch in it. Which I would consider as player 2 on this board. Because it discards a card and knows the Spice Merchant triggers the shuffle.
So I don't think you play. I was gonna say I don't know if you play Vault here because it helps your opponent more than it helps you.
Well, just get through the shuffle.
Yeah,
And
that's
there's no
fair.
Vault in there, so and you have both golds in hand, so you kind of want to get through as much as you can without losing your 8. Which I'm not sure how much that means. There are probably a bunch of sages in there. I have no idea what's on top. Envy.
Oh, that hurts.
Meh. Now RTT it's 2 instead of 3.
I mean, that's fairly significant. You can
Yeah,
buy
you
Ghost
can't buy
now.
Ghost now. That is significant. Oh, also. Ooh, the gold. Oof.
Oh
So, 3 instead
no.
of 6.
Oh, he does get to hit the Ghost I was talking about.
I mean, 6 would still only be what, gold? Yeah, I guess it would be gold.
I don't think RTT's deck can ever province again.
Well, Vault.
Or
Vault gold hits province, so it's not that hard to line that up.
it's still pretty hard, I think.
Sure, but can never province again wouldn't include a trivial 2-card collision for me.
You know, the game is really sad when you have to start buying double copper.
Like here, he hits province. So much about him never hitting province again.
That's true. No, I don't think you did have to.
I don't think it does you good, no. Hey, we hit 8.
Well, RTT can't discard here, can he?
No, he can't.
Then he's not guaranteed to hit 8.
There's also no upside in discarding ever. You don't actually want to cycle your deck at this point of the game because you keep making it worse. So, technically bad to cycle a card. No, cycling is not good. Yes, you want to see a vault and gold again, but
I think he discards Skulk in this state.
yeah, I don't know. The skull cultured second misery. I guess plague is not doing anything anymore.
I don't think there are that many cards that hurt. Like honestly, like if I got bad omens, I'd be like, holy shit, that's great.
That famine. Oh man, that famine is great. That famine is great. Famine is like, I wanted to make you hungry, but you're already so poor. Can't even do it. Man, 2 estates and a curse.
Yeah, I don't like the duchy either. Yeah, I don't
Does he
want to
need
lower.
3 provinces? It's not entirely clear that it doesn't pile, right? It could still pile on duchies and
Estates
ghost
and
towns
ghost
or
towns.
something, or estates and ghost towns or something.
I mean, as long as you're not the one buying it, like, seems somewhat unlikely to
So he does
pile.
get to Skulk Attack and Vault for
Which is
8.
sweet.
I'm not
Well,
sure. Like, yeah, I wouldn't have played the Sage.
yep.
You still have to toss the Ghost Town. Well, I guess you'd now rather play the Ghost Town than the Skulk. Probably. Especially with the Vault first, which makes the Hexes worse.
Oof. These hands are just really sad.
3, 4, 6, 7. They say that's not 8. Ah, the hand just got so much better. Oh man.
Double misery would hurt here.
Yes.
Uh,
Creed, not so much.
no, greed. I would argue it helps a little bit.
Guess we're back to buying double copper. Yep.
I don't know if I would buy the coppers as a Mikechike.
I think you just care about colliding vault and gold, or at
Yeah,
least mostly finding your
I would
vault. So
consider maybe like another
don't think
vault.
the golds help you. I don't know why we're not playing witch first.
Sorry, Specs, this is a mess.
It's all
We
good.
deserve it. Thank you for bringing us quality content.
I
So
think you
you want to
draw.
draw on
Okay,
because
you
you
just
want to
take your
find your
duchy, I
vault.
guess, but I don't think the duchy is doing much for you. Oh man. Yeah, I guess we should be glad this isn't a decided game and just.
Score is 4-1 RTT.
Yeah. So.
Hey, look.
Hey. Wait, is that a problem for both of them? No, it isn't. Ah, he didn't find a silver. I like these games. Um.
I think they're fun. Like they're kind of funny to spectate.
Mhm.
And then you get to be thankful.
That you don't have to play
Whoa.
them. He still hits 8 because of Ghost Town.
Okay. I got scared for a second. I forgot. Yeah. Oof.
I'm still not sure. I don't think it's right, but
No, I don't think
because
it's
if you
right.
draw the Ghost Town now, like if you just
Or the
hadn't
skull.
discarded, you couldn't have. Like, you could have just played the Ghost Town or the Skull. Now you can't. And what are you trying to find?
A new game.
I'm okay. I guess that's something. So RTT hits 8.
How?
There's 2 Ghost Towns in play.
Oh,
That hits 8.
yeah. So
So
that's GG. So RTT went 5-1, I think.
yeah, he did. Oh, what a mess.
Yay, congratulations to
Yeah.
RTT.
So now everyone can watch. What
I
was
think
it?
CR Lundy is playing. Sorry, Lemazon is playing CR Lundy in Hinterlands Mix
Isn't Seprix
now.
playing? I thought
Maybe
Seprix was
Seprex
playing.
is also playing.
I thought
I don't
Seprix
think.
against Marcus is happening.
Maybe.
Hinterland
I
mix.
can't.
Pretty sure it is. Alright, well,
Yeah.
congratulations to RTT and to Mikechike for going second in first season
In
of
his
A.
first league season, that's incredibly impressive. Both to him and Brian, I think it's. I think new promoters are generally favored to demote because it's pretty stressful entering a league season against like all these oldies. So it's impressive that neither of them demoted. So yeah, congratulations and thanks for listening.
Alright, see you everyone. Bye bye.